our next speaker. I hope you're looking forward to listening from him because there's a lot of precious knowledge that we will be receiving from him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a luminary figure in the realm of Astro Vastu consultancy, revered for his unparalleled expertise and illustrious career spanning over 3 decades. With a rich tapestry of experiences, he has etched his mark as a pioneering force, adeptly blending the ancient wisdoms of Vastu with astrology and contemporary corporate needs. Hailing from the coastal city of Visakhapatnam, Dr. Ravi Rao embarked on his journey of exploration and enlightenment, delving into the intricate nuances of Vastu Shastra with the cosmic rhythms of astrology as a young person. Over the decades, Mr. Rao has become synonymous with excellence, earning accolades for his transformative consultations and seamlessly integrating spiritual principles with practical solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to hear from Dr. Rao. Please welcome Dr. Ravi Rao, renowned Vastu consultant. Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, everybody. I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak here. And it's been a good journey of 25 years. All of you have made some kind of a structure in the modern era of India called CREDAI. And I especially thank Mr. Shekhar, who asked me to come and speak a few things about Vastu. And I'm also honored to speak here and also be a privilege to work with Sri Bimal Patel since 2001 onwards. So what a great presentation, sir. Fantastic presentation and fantastic academician and a consultant. I always admired him. Yes, he has taken you around the world about urban planning, showing the future urban cities. But I will take you the past, the ancient ages of India. When I say I don't mean Ravi Rao, I mean Vastu. Vastu belongs to this land given this wisdom for the mankind to the whole world. So let me start my presentation. I have few things to present today here. One thing I'm happy to see, all of you are tied up for next 40 years or so to make wonderful buildings. It is your commitment and you have to put your heads together, stick together and rebuild India to the expectations of our beloved Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Modi. That's one thing you all committed. Second is, what a good thought to have a home for every common man. Now I'll make you the journey of past to present in my own way. And I'll have 3 points to make at the end. I'll make it. How much time? 10 minutes? Yeah, let me start. So this Vastu Shastra is given to mankind by our sages, seers in this very land, by scriptures. It doesn't belong to any one particular religion, it is for the mankind. So the first book on architecture is Manasara. That is the first textbook of architecture which we have given it to the world. That is the book, okay? This is one of the cities of ancient times. And all those structures, the cities, the entire economy, the kingdoms were revolved around ancient temples. These temples exist in Indian land even till today. I think people of South Indian friends or people who travel a lot around the world must have visited these temples at some point or the other. This Vastu Shastra, anciently it is called Stapitya Shastra. It is mentioned in some of the sacred scriptures at various parts of the entire journey of Vastu to modern life. Vastu means dwelling. Shastra means, basically it's a technical way of selling Vasati iti Vastu. Any dwelling is Vastu. Like very interestingly, you all are talking about streets, spaces. Vastu also said about roads. The bigger the road, better is the prosperity. 2 roads is much better prosperity. 2 roads is better than 1 road. 3 roads is better than 2 roads. 4 roads is the ultimate one. Similarly, when it comes to spaces, heights, Ceiling heights is also very important. The more ceiling height, the more prosperous you will be. I can give you recently, I've been working on various private projects for individuals. I see a single bedroom house to a 5-bedroom apartment, a 5-bedroom villa running up to 100 crores, which Mumbai people will watch for it. What it makes that house so special? The experience of ceiling height, the kind of material, the kind of view, the kind of space you create within the carpet space. So these are the natural elements of the Vastu Shastra. This city was planned based on the Vastu lines in the ancient time, which is one of the records. Jaipur city, all of you know. These are just some reference pictures. This is the time where a lot of destruction happened during the World War. Maybe many invasions have completely destroyed the entire fabric of Vastu, and a lot of knowledge, we already lost a lot of knowledge on this. So still these temples are there. Now here I have a question. We have these great structures since ancient times. Can we make something of this sort of structures, not necessarily have to be temple, but mega structures which can make future generations feel that we also can make wonderful structures for the upcoming generations. It could be institution, it could be hospital, it could be a college, it could be anything. Not necessarily it has to be a temple. That responsibility lies on your shoulders. I think that is a food for thought for you. So you can take that back and you can think of it. Unless you think, things won't happen. I'll come to other bottleneck after the end of the presentation. There are so many dynasties. They have done wonderfully. And today we move around these structures to see and we appreciate. Now CREDAI. There are cities, smart cities, development, urban planning. There are so many. These are the number of projects that are coming up. There are people who are coming up. There is a lot of commitment around this, isn't it? So everybody of course, the past team worked on bringing it together, protecting the interest, making it viable, making it rarer, the rules, and favorable to common man, everything. Still, there is a challenge element here, which I don't understand. I want to give you 3 points here to make it. Where does this all begin from? At the planning stage. Who will make the planning? You have a plot, you can develop as per the rules. But who will make the plan? Architectural team will make the plan. But who will make the policy? The government person. Is government person staying in a good house? I don't think so. Today, none of the bureaucrats is staying in a good house. You can go and check in respect to constituencies across India. None of the bureaucrats have got good houses. When they don't have good houses, how can they give better planning for you? How can they plan thousands of crores, plan good for you, which is viable for you, profitable later on? So if I ask you, do you make houses for them? You don't make. There is a separate department for it. Does the department take responsibility? They don't take. So there is a big dichotomy in terms of public buildings, in terms of public servants. Now one more dichotomy, I'll bring it to you. So who will address this? The moment you address that, everything will become prosperous. You don't have to look for market. We all discuss about post-COVID, pre-COVID scenario. Earlier investors, it is like a speculative commodity. Real estate was a speculative commodity. Today is a customer-driven commodity. People want to buy. They want to spend money. They want to prosper us. They want to buy better houses. How can you make it? You can give them better experience. The house doesn't become a house without Vastu. You believe it or not. This is my feeling. My journey is 35 years of years I worked. I worked with best of the architects in the world. I never found it is different from what they think. I add little value to their plan, and finally plan becomes realistic. So when I say bureaucrats, you all don't like bureaucrats, I know, because politicians are the ones who are directly in contact with you. Bureaucrats are permanent worker, temporary worker. But you can see whatever it is. But we have to make the change at the planning stage, at the policy stage, have a long-term plan, then bring this to happen, and it can happen. It is possible. One more dichotomy. I've got the numbers. We talked about the numbers in the earlier presentations. Number of workers, jobs, skilled level. Today, we don't have education system in place. How many of you agree? I don't know. But there is a development of skill development opportunity. We are trying to create jobs. Yes, absolutely right. And today we have a challenge with dust in Delhi. There are many challenges, but how do we address them? This is what I see. I understand Vastu followers are very less, but this number is going to be very realistic. The data is from very reliable source. This is how the entire growth rate is going to come. Believe me, if you make good institutions like colleges, hospitals, hotels, any institutions, and housing will happen around it, then a good sustainable growth, sustainable development, and there is a philosophy, everyone wants to have a house. And when they want to have a house, they would like to want to have a house as per Vastu only. So that future housemaking, future occupants, future lies in your hands because you all develop structures. So following a bit, Vastu is always good for the society and good for the project as well. That's what my submission is all to. If you give good housing to them as Vastu compliant house to them, it not only gets sold, but they will be more happy, they'll be more prosperous too. That's what it is. That's my other submission. Why we discuss Vastu today? Good, of course. Now it can't be ignored. Vastu is part of society because customers want it. Any one property which is more than 1.5 crore, people are asking for Vastu. Now I take you further. There is artificial intelligence which is entered into the real estate industry where one can plan with the help of artificial intelligence at the planning stage as design options and customer choices. This is the future of the choices that you will have to choose. So now people has to agree Vastu, they have to put a stamp of Vastu before they sell the commodity. Otherwise, they'll be having a dead stock of many, many properties. So now this is a day for Vastu certified projects. Of course, I believe all this is fantastic work, which CREDAI is doing. So what I want, coming 25 years, how much CREDAI can take Vastu into their adaptation. That can really decide and zoom out to the future generations with fantastic construction and happy homes. I wish everyone should have a good home. And as decided by our leader, we must provide good homes to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, for your expert presentation and for your time. Can we please have Mr. Nitish Reddy present Mr. Rao with a small memento of our appreciation? Can we ask Gaurav to please come up and do the needful? Thank you very much, gentlemen.